All right. Thank you so much for joining. Today, we are in Lou's studio. There's the van for our service side. And today we are going to go over reports. So thank you so much for joining. We have a Q&A box, as I had mentioned, if there are more people coming on board. In the bottom, go ahead and put your questions in there. And if you can't hear me or technical difficulties happen, go ahead and put that in the chat box. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple reports today to show you what the reporting looks like. And right now, Lou has over 700 reports for the pool, hearth, and spa companies that we are niched into. And more are being integrated as our roadmap continues to roll out. So really excited about that. And so let's kind of go on in to, actually, I'm going to log out and start this to show you exactly. So this is the screen you're going to be in, and you're just going to put your easy to sign in, email, password, and at the beginning of your day, you're just going to pop in here. This is our sample company. And you're going to see all of these tiles. It's going to be on your dashboard. You can use this hamburger menu to tell you exactly what are those tiles, or you can go ahead and cover that up so you have more space on your screen. So reports today, I'm going to take you directly into the operations tile. And then we're going to go directly into reports. And then over here are your Lou reports. And up come on your dashboard all reports we have here. Should you want to dial in your favorites within your company, which we don't have, I wanted to show you within your own company, you can go ahead and pull those out and just go ahead and highlight those. But for today, we're going to go into the section of all reports. And my top option of report that I'm going to show you are your best selling SKUs. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, work here. So here are best selling SKUs, and we're going to go ahead and go in and view those reports. That date range is fine. If you want to change that date range, you just go ahead and click on that calendar and then pick the date range you want for that batch, and then you just pull up the report. Like I said, that for today's demo, that's fine. So here are all the best-selling SKUs that we have dialed in currently. We keep everything nip and tuck and really organized. That's what one of Lou's great features is. So we don't have anything except for the actual categories. So let's go into barbecue accessories for our best-selling SKUs in that category. Drop-down is going to show you the dialed down version of what actually is the top selling SKU. That's going to be our red silicone barbecue mitt. And within this date range, it appears that our top seller is selling 13. This is also going to show you the unit measure. Do we sell them in a box of 2, or do we sell them each? It looks like we sell them each. Obviously, this is in our inventory and our category again, which is barbecue accessories. So this is a great place for possibly new employees who don't know what the best-selling items are on the floor, and they can get up to speed really quickly to say, oh my gosh, yes, that is exactly what I want. So let's pop out of this. And again, the organization within Lou shows you exactly how many are in this. So that are best-selling SKUs, and we'll also, this is also a great place where, like I said, 13 have been sold. However, you can go ahead and see, if you need to go ahead and get some more on board and order some. So if I go down here to wood burning, we can see that under wood burning, we wouldn't really possibly know what that is, but the new employee could see, actually, those are wood burning stoves. So these are our top sellers in those categories, the Napoleon. So we can pop that back up and everything is really nip and tuck. And if we go up here in groups, here's a little hamburger menu that's hiding. You can go ahead and expand all if you want, which is fantastic because then you can get a high overview of everything. And if you want to go ahead and let's say the new employee wants to see this, they're going to print it out. You just go ahead and right click on this, and then you can export this to an Excel export, download it, print it out. They can highlight it. They can do whatever they want to with it to see if they can educate themselves on the products that are the best selling. And when you're done, you can go ahead and just collapse it all and it's back to organization. So that's best selling SKUs. So I'm going to pop back out. That's one of my favorites. Let's go back out so we're in all reports. The next one I want to show you are going to be estimates. So let's go into estimates. Again, you can find it through scrolling, or you can go ahead and just put it in here. And up they will come. And we have dialed in for us, estimates or estimates with SKUs. So either way, we'll go over here to the drop down. Again, this date range is fine for now, just an example. And up come all the estimates that you have in the company, or should I say we have in the company currently. So with this, in this screen, you'll be able to see a quick overview if you need to know the document type, when it was created, who the customer is, what the description of the estimate done of the product was, the subtotal, and over here, which nationally is an interesting bug, isn't it? Tax amount. Some states have tax, some don't. So that's pretty important to have in that column that you'll be able to see. And you can go ahead and see who this was assigned to right here as well. See if I scroll over. You'll be able to see everything about that customer. If I scroll over, you can see whether it's being shipped to the customer home, what type of delivery it is. Most of these look to be residential instead of commercial. Here's their contact information. And quite frankly, it's a great overview. So where I'm going to go with this is scroll back to the very beginning of this one. So we're at the tippy top. And then within this, I can go ahead and drop this down, and I'm going to actually go. We've got a lot of great places that we can break this estimate out. And where I want to go is, let me see here. I want to go all the way down here, and I want to see the total assigned to the personnel, which most likely are going to be sales. So here, we can go ahead and pull this up, and we see who are the top sellers, or just who's selling in general. So if I pop this down, you're going to see that Dan has 6, and 6 are completed with a subtotal. And you can see that in the 4 categories we have, a high overview, pool and hot tub, hearth, swimming pools, hot tub, and swimming pools is how we've chosen to break it out. So that's another great overview of just a breakdown. And again, back to tight. So let's see here. The next one I would like to go into, which is very important for your company, is going to be payments. We want to get those payments in. So go back up here. It's going to pop up. I'm going to go back over here. Easy buttons to find, easy places to Google. Going to go ahead and view that report under payments. So up come all payments. And again, you can change this date if you want. I can move, let's say I just want this April 17th to May 19th. I apply it, and it's changed that quickly, that easily, all in the cloud. So up come all the information underneath that we get to see all the payments. So we get to see where they were taken, whether they're on the PAX E800s, they were at the front counter, possibly cash. and all of that. Customer type, customer name, again, payment total. So if I want to dial down though, that's a great overview, but I kind of want to see if we can track some of these. So I'm going to go into the payment tracker. And again, I've tightened up that date range, so I'm not going to get as many showing up. So I want to take a look at this. I have some questions about, okay, what is in the, what were these? 3 in the back office. It's going to tell me right there, quick click. 3 checks were taken in the back office. It appears that 2 are unapplied. That is a great red flag right there to say, I wonder where or why they were unapplied. Moving over, I have more information to dial down deeper since this is the payment tracker on the POS. And if I need to question deeper, I can look to see who the customer is, what type of payment again, and that this is, this one obviously has not been applied as well. So this is a great place to be able to see where and what the payment system is happening within the POS stations. So that is another one of my favorites. So the next one, I'm going to pop out of this. Any questions so far?
How do you make one of these a favorite?
That's a great question.
Heart on there's a heart on the right-hand side of the screen when you get there. Go to a report.
So my next one is going to be I'm going to take you into the SKU categories, which actually I'm not. I'm going to inventory. So let's see here. Let's go into all in real time, people. This is all in real time. It's all good. So here we go. I want to go in this one and I'm going to answer that question. I want to go into the SKU quantities to show you how deep and dialed this goes down in stock and bin. So up come, okay, there we have it. So to answer that question, thank you so much for that question and thank you, Julie. How do you make this a favorite? Here is this lovely heart right here, and I'm going to go ahead and click that. Now, obviously, I've clicked it in all of them, but if I want to unclick that, I can go ahead and drop that down and click that. So that's how it becomes your favorite. Great question. It'll dial in that way. So moving on, I wanted to go into the SKUs of inventory because this is huge. Inventory is obviously the backbone of your company. So going into this, you're going to see all of your products that you have in your stock sites, whether that's going to be on trucks, whether that's going to be in your warehouse, wherever you hold your inventory is going to be dialed in right under here. So let's go again into barbecue accessories. And here it looks like we have 20 because it'll always show you the number on hand. We go in here. Look at that. It looks like we have a negative quantity on hand. Somebody's going to need to be ordering that. And when that is ordered, it's going to go into Yard North Warehouse so that this dials down completely into where, the bin, the stock site name, the description. It gives you everything step by step. It looks like there are 3 reserves, so we really do need to get those into a positive instead of a negative very quickly. So again, all the SKUs under barbecue accessories are right here. Here's another one. It looks like we have a negative here. So again, this is a great place to go ahead and take a look at what you need because as we talked about earlier, the barbecue aprons and the mitts are in high demand, it appears. So these are SKUs, but again, I want to dial in because what did we just find? Negative quantity on hand. So our next one is to go into negative quantity on hand. And this now is the screen to not show me plus, but it's showing me negative. So if we go in again to barbecue accessories, we can dial in and let me re-click that. And here we are. So if I want to go into just, let's say the new employee just wants to go into the exact negative and the manager says, hey, today your only job is to go through all the negative quantity on hand. We need to restock quickly. We're in COVID and things are back ordered. Let's get it going. So this is exactly where they're going to go, high level. Again, we can expand it all so they can go ahead and export it right on over here, print it out, highlight it, give the calls, do what they need to do to get that stock up and in quickly. And then when they're done, we can nip and tuck it, come it right back up. So that's another one of my favorite reports. Let me see. And then the last one I want to show you are invoices, because again, all payment delivered is what we want to see in the business. So go into invoices. These are going to come up. So under invoices, this is going to show you again a high overview of all the invoices within the company. So fantastic. It all comes up again. Date range is fine. This is just an example. And if I want to dial down into these invoices, however, I can go in my drop down, and every drop down within the report you're in will dial in everything you want to know and need to know. And again, all set up for your own company. This is just set up for ours right now to give you the example. So here again, you'll find best-selling SKUs, completed invoices, and then if we go down here, actually, let's pop into the department one, invoices by department with SKUs. So here you're gonna see, when this comes up, okay, there it is. Little time, not bad. Okay, so invoices by department, and within your own company, we've got set up here, again, retail, hot tubs, swimming, service, hearth, painting, and hot tubs. Again, nip and tuck. Lou is great at letting you know how many invoices are in each one at a high level. So if we pop down in here, here are the invoices. We've got two SKUs. Here's the description. Here's the unit price letting you know, and they are sold again on each. If you're seeing a pattern here, you're exactly right. So all of these are set up identical in the reports and easy to read and easy to find. So let's see if I can scroll over. Over, we can scroll up. I can make this a favorite. I can see who it was assigned to, if there are any questions. I can see where it came from. I can see the invoice status. It gives me a high overview, again, of the transactions and anything else, if there are any flags within it that I might need to address. And then I'm going to go up here to my little hamburger menu that I like, and I'm going to collapse them all. So easy to do. When you go through onboarding, our onboarding specialist will set up the exact groups and the departments that will fit and work for your company. Again, these are just examples. So you can take a minute. Any questions?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. So the last report, I want to go back into estimates here for 1 minute. We're going to go back into estimates. I'm going to go into this date range. And again, easy, brings up everything that you want to see. So let's say I want to go ahead and break this estimate out into customer. So the screen is going to filter out the customers that have estimates out there. Either they've been won, they're pending, but they need to be looked at because we need to get individuals on the phone, whether that's your salespeople or office people. Maybe it's the new employee who gets to bring in the quantity up of all the inventory and also go get the money from the individuals who really do want that hearth installed. So, oh, scrolling, here we go. So if we go up here, again, drop down. So in each customer dialed down, we've got the document number, the date it was created, so you can go back. Obviously, this is the furthest one back. We're going to kind of want to know kind of what's going on with that. The description and the tax amount, which again will be very interesting because this person looks like they're in a state with no tax. So we can go up here. And the last one I want to show, because tax is huge, this will now go ahead and dial into the tax. So within your own company, you will have the states dialed in. Here we have Oregon and Washington. So when you look at estimates and orders in your own company, it's going to look like this if you are working with a state that has no tax. So the total amount will be the subtotal amount, and this column will easily show that. And let's go to Washington, because we know Washington actually does have tax. And that is what the column will look like. Extremely different, but you will have the subtotal, the tax amount, and then the complete total to be able to see that on the estimate. Okay. Any questions?
No question.
Okay, so that was a really high overview of just a couple of reports that are my favorite and why they're my favorite. Lou is extremely easy, as you can see, colorful tiles, easy to read, hamburger menu, no hamburger menu. So I'm going to go down here and I am going to log out. And up comes this screen again. And at the very bottom, if you're curious to see what your monthly rate is going to be, you can click on this button, which is the quote button. And up comes exactly what you want to see. So in this amazing screen right here, you're going to see the two package plans that Lou comes in. We have the Pro plan and we have the Enterprise plan. As easily described under them, Pro is if you have one stock site, one revenue department, and up to 10 licenses, and 4 POS stations, which is in the picture right here. This is the PAX E800. Over here on the Enterprise, which is your best deal because the plan has no limits. So unlimited stock sites, because in COVID, everyone's business is booming, and I'm quite sure that once you get all that back-ordered inventory in, you're gonna need more stock sites. So the Enterprise package is perfect for you. It's unlimited licenses, unlimited POS stations, unlimited revenue departments, and those stock sites, which could be your trucks as well. So going down here, this is where the fun begins for you to go ahead and do this. So like we have dialed in here, let's see here. So there's your boss, and your boss is going to have every single one because he needs to have a pulse on every single section of the company. Let's say Julie is not foundation. I'm going to explain that. Everybody gets foundation. Julie is in the front. She is just doing the POS stations, and she's not going out cleaning any fireplaces, not doing any installations, no service calls at all. So she's just going to have the retail. The next employee is actually a tech. She is going to be going out. The next employee is only going to be stocking shelves. So actually, she's neither. She gets a foundation license because she isn't customer interfacing. She's just going to go ahead and get that free license. And last but not least, let's say Scott also is a seasonal employee. So he's going to be a foundation no charge as well, because he's only going to be stocking the shelves in your warehouse. So if you go up here, all of that has been dialed in. Your monthly price range is going to be $257, and if I take, let's say I take Scott off, it's going to go down. So I have 5 employees, 0 are seasonal any longer, and this is going to be a monthly user license fee at $257. Down here, if you scroll a little further, these are all the integrations that Lou comes with. Card services, which you'll need to do. We integrate with this integration, Evosus Card Services. Google Maps for your techs, which is awesome and they need it. Obviously, it's in the cloud, so you get your cloud file storage for the pool and swim spa, Carecraft, UAG, texting for your techs, emailing, Pool 360, and then QBO we also integrate with. So when you are ready to put a quote together, you can come back up here, send this to you. All you're going to do is send it to you via your email. And if you are ready to sign up, you could click this button as well. However, if you haven't talked to one of the sales, which would be me, Lisa House, or Brandon Mercer, and you are in conversation with us, please do chat with us prior to clicking that button, and we can walk you through every step. And if there are no other questions, all right, thank you so much. Contact us. We are now taking reservations for go live dates for September 1 is the earliest, and up to April 2022. So thank you so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of your day, and take care.